part of the desert of South Africa, where only a parched camel thorn tree relieves the endless parallels of time, space, and sky, surrounds like a rope of sand the richest diamond-bearing area in the world. An uneasy land, where men, inflamed by monotony and the heat, sometimes forget the rules of civilization.
Thompson speaking. Give me Vogel, please. Commandant Vogel, we've just taken 40 minutes in all. We're searching you now for diamonds.
40 minutes, huh? Quite a record. My congratulations. And put yourself on the report when you return. You'll be fined a week's pay for allowing the man in the area at all. Thompson, one of the axioms of my department is this. It isn't possible for any man to enter the prohibited area, even for 40 minutes. My job is to see that no diamonds are removed from the area. I'm not playing games. What is it?
From the Herrera chief, sir. Report a number of their men want to sign a labor contract.
It's Martingale's job.
Mr. Martingale's not back from Cape Town, sir.
How many?
About 100.
You understand the regulations? You sign up for a year. No drinking.
Vaya con, mi kaya la pa baza, se benzi niya kayo, kaya maya kayo ala. What?
Once a month.
Washi in the car.
Take him to Collins.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Yes, it is.
Exit permit for your signature, sir. Pierson separated form, arm injury.
No fluoroscope check. You know better than that.
The X-ray's broken down, sir.
Well, repair it. Fly someone in if necessary.
I have an okay from Doc Hunter. He just did it up.
And very neatly, too.
Oh.
Take him down the hall and explain to him the physical dangers of hiding a diamond in an open wound. Incidentally, Pearson, Dr. Hunter's bandages are never neat. They have a certain alcoholic sloppiness about them.
Come on,
Okay.
How soon can you get my gear off?
Look, mister, if you think all I gotta do is run to 1,000 tons of cargo in.
How soon can you get my gear off?
Yes, sir.
That's your cargo first! Hey, Manny! Get that weight swinging! Come on, get it down! Hey, send up that passenger cargo next! Hey, boys. Hey, you! Go and dock. Take care of passengers' gear. You understand? Now, go dock. Take care of gentlemen's gear. Understand? Why, they hire a stupid Herrero who can't understand English.
I guess his mother didn't bring him up right.
Go up now. Hold that winch.
Davis, I warned you not to come back here.
I thought you'd be gone, Vogel. Promoted to a little Diamantstad all your own.
I was waiting for you.
And your blue jacket, the one with my bloodstain, is that waiting too? Don't lose your temper in this heat, Commandant. It's bad for the blood pressure.
What do you want here?
That's my business. Come on, let's get the stuff out of here. Vogel, I came back here telling myself I'd forgotten what this place did. And all I wanted was my license back. I came back here telling myself that what happened before was a regrettable accident. I'm back, Vogel. Now I know what I want. Thanks to you, the hunter and the guide is gone. I'm back to get something I've already paid for.
The price has doubled.
So long, pig.
My blue jacket, Davis, I saved it. And all I want is an excuse to use it.
Thank you. I thought you didn't speak English. I don't speak English much to many people. I see your point. I may be able to use a boy that don't speak English much. I work for you. Good. But you better go see Doc Hunter first and have him take care of this. Tell him Mike Davis sent you. He remembered the name.
Oh, Mr. Martingale in Cape Town. Try the person's club first, yes? And insist that I talk to you.
Diamantstad to Cape Town. First club. I'm sorry, Mr. Martingale cannot be disturbed. No, I'm very sorry that the membership committee is meeting.
The next and last application is that of Mr. Vogel of Diamantstad. Sponsor?
Gentlemen, there's no need to reiterate all the splendid services that Mr. Vogel has done to the club in the past. Yet 3 times previously, his membership application was rejected by a single black ball.
Most true.
Therefore, I've asked Mr. Martingale to make a personal plea.
Thank you. Gentlemen, I'm quite sure you are all aware that Paul Vogel is the grandson of an impoverished German colonist, that he started with none of the advantages that all of us have enjoyed, and that it is by his own constant effort that he has become a person of stature and importance. In regard to our personal relationship, I can honestly say that every day he has worked under me has been a distinct pleasure. Gentlemen, I have no more to say because, well, I am confident how each of you will vote. Yes, I think we may pass the voting button.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes.
Membership application rejected. No further business, gentlemen. Meeting adjourned. Sorry, Martingale.
Now, this makes my going back to Diamantstad double a distance. Join us this evening, Parker?
No, I'm afraid I can't. I'm meeting Mr. Parker at the station. We'll leave in an hour for a business trip up country. Sorry.
Mr. Martingale.
Yes?
Urgent, sir. Sure. Put him on.
Mr. Martingale is ready.
Oh. Hello, Paul.
Sorry to interrupt your holiday, but your instructions were to report anything of an unusual or unexpected nature. Mike Davis has returned. I had no intention of making the same mistake again, although I scarcely regard it as a mistake. I felt I should inform you as to what my course of action will be.
Your course of action will be no action whatsoever until I return. Unless, of course, you should be so foolish as to try to enter the prohibited area. I'll be up by plane in the morning.
By the way, what happened to my membership application?
Oh, I'm very sorry, Paul. I'm afraid some wretch has blackballed you again. Better luck next time.
Mr. Martingale, Mr. Parker's secretary called from his office. He's supposed to meet Miss Suzanne or Renault.
daughter of a rather important French stockholder here. But he's been detained and asked if you could entertain her until he arrives.
Until he arrives? Earlier today, he told me he was going up country. Tell me, Jacques, is there any other unescorted girl but this one?
No, sir.
Jacques, I'm indebted to you. Or I may never forgive you. I beg your pardon.
I don't know what you want, monsieur, but I do know that if you are not gone in 5 seconds, I'll call the head waiter.
He will tell you that my name is Martingale, and that Mr. Parker has appointed me his eager alternate.
Oh, Mr. Martingale, I'm so
It's my
sorry.
fault entirely. Now, would you like to join our party?
Oh, if you don't mind, I'd prefer a taxi.
Perhaps some other place.
No, just my hotel.
My car's outside.
Oh, thank you, but I'm staying across town at the Royal.
Oh, that happens to be my hotel, too. And I'm tired of all this nonsense anyway.
In that case.
Take you along. Pleasure.
Thank you. Yes.
What about it? Oh, it's not so late.
I have a little in
The
there.
champagne's good for that.
Oh, you will excuse me. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Good night.
All right. What's the matter?
Oh, I thought I had my key, but I don't seem to be able to find it.
I'll do it for this.
Oh, don't worry, I can call from your room.
I'll do it for you.
Thank you. I'm giving you so much trouble.
Prerogative of a beautiful woman.
If you take one more step, I'll scream. In any case, I'll scream, Mr. Martingale, unless you pay me £100.
I suppose this is what I deserve for getting my age. But I am unmarried. Why should I pay?
The directors of your company, perhaps.
I can always clear myself if it reaches court.
£100. The lawyer's fees alone should come to that. Not to mention the bad publicity and the time you waste. Then, don't forget, there's always a jury. Oh, of course, if you're a man of principle,
I take it you're quite experienced.
the German is brutal. The Frenchman cries l'amour. The American is hoping for the cavalry to come.
And what do Englishmen do?
They play.
You know, I really should dislike you for this.
But that doesn't concern me.
You must have been such a sweet girl once. Tell me, what happened? The war? Frenchman? German?
An American. And that time, I kept hoping for the cavalry to come.
Yes, I think you'll do very well.
The stupid ones always try to get to the door.
My dear young lady, I happen to know that Mr. Parker left town early this afternoon and couldn't possibly have sent that message. I also knew that I was walking into a trap. A very clever one.
What are you going to do? Call the police?
The police? Heavens, no. £100, you said. How would you like 500?
I know my stock in trade. I'm not wedded.
The market's rising. An old friend has just arrived in Diamantstad, so I have a job for you.
A job? That's all. What kind of a job?
You ask him a question to get him to answer.
What kind of question?
Michael, darling, now tell me what the diamonds are. In your own sweet way, of course.
I don't know you pay.
Have you ever seen a more honest face? Very well, then. Shall we say half the money down?
Oh, that's much better. I'll take the job.
Good.
And do you want to kiss me?
No, I think not. You better keep your kisses very much. But tell me, why should a young woman with your talents be driven to such extremities as this?
There is an extra charge for my life story.
Well, my dear, we have a plane to catch early tomorrow, so I think I'd better pack my bag. But you can fix yourself a drink if you like, Miss...
Oh, no. Suzanne to you, Mr. Martingale.
Fred.
Suzanne to you, Fred.
Nice holiday, Mr. Martingale?
Very nice of you, Miss Paul. My bad company. But none so regarding as I bring you now. Mademoiselle Suzanne, may I present Mr. Paul Vogel, the head of our police bureau?
How do you do?
Mademoiselle Renner is the niece of one of our largest French stockholders.
Forgive me, mademoiselle, I'm a little overwhelmed by such duty.
Well put, Commandant.
Consider this place for a minute, if you will. It often reminds me of the interior of a whale's belly.
You sure get around?
It's only an intellectual association, of course. But it's just from the whale's sordid interior that we scavenge the base for the most exciting perfumes. And that, in turn, we confuse with desirability, with virtue, with great passion. Say, why are you here? I mean, you, I, any of us. Why do we stay in Diamantstad, huh? Simply because we are infatuated. Yes. Infatuated. Plucking at the skirts of this woman, this desert, this heartless courtesan. But we stay here, eternally hopeful for some small glittering favor. Amazing place, this place here in a desert where the gems lie just a few inches below the surface, free for the taking, were it not for certain unfortunate restrictions.
Yeah, go away.
You'll spoil the rhythm. Dr. Hunter's famous prescription for pickling the heart. 1 injection every 15 minutes. The rhythm is very important.
Doc.
Michael.
Whiskey and soda. You did a good job on my boy, Doc.
Did a good job on you, Michael. Scar's almost gone.
Why not? Had almost 2 years to heal.
Why did you come back?
I had business with Martingale.
And?
Now I'm in business for myself.
I'm making a survey. Which of Vogel's boys drinks the most, owes the most, and...
Henry, what's happened to our friend Thompson? He deserted you for Oscar.
I couldn't say, Doctor.
He's drinking too much, Henry. Far too much. Saw him sitting in Oscar's this afternoon. He was already 3 parts elephant. He's probably still there. The desert must be getting him.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thanks, Doc. Still play poker here?
Should be starting soon.
Thanks.
Take the diamond itself, for instance. Carbon, suit, chemistry speaking, and yet the hardest of all matters. So hard, in fact, that whatever it touches must suffer. Glass, steel, the human soul.
Why don't you go sell your work someplace else?
Heard a curious story the other day, Mr. Davis. It's about a young man, a hunter who used to make his living around here as a guide until he got into trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Oh, it seems he took an impetuous gentleman somewhat beyond the main hunting party. This gentleman, he was obsessed by one idea. He wanted to shoot a lion. So one night, they camped quite near to a prohibited area, and to amuse the gentleman, he started to tell him some of the tales of the prohibited diamond area. Perhaps the one about the clerk. You know, the clerk that made a quick dash past the barrier and scooped up a bushel or so of diamonds, till lying only a few inches under the sand. And then he fled to Angola, and from there to England, and there he's supposed to be living now like a fabulous prince. At any rate, in the morning when the guide woke up, his gentleman was gone, past the barrier into the prohibited area. Is this interesting?
It's interesting.
Yes. Well, eventually he found him delirious, fantastic as it sounds, wallowing in a virtual bed of diamonds. He got him back, but the two fell into the hands of the diamond police, and the impetuous gentleman who so badly wanted to shoot a lion died, babbling incoherently. Poor gentleman.
What happened to the guy?
Huh? Well, he was badly beaten by the police, and then he was released after a time and sent packing. But apparently, he has never disclosed the location of the diamonds. The curious part about the story, as it was told to me, is that this young man, this guy, he's supposed to be right here in Diamantstad this very moment. His purpose, of course, you can easily guess. Have you ever done any hunting, Mr. Davis?
Once or twice.
I was only thinking if you ever meet this young man, this guy, he might deliver a message to me.
Saying what?
Oh, saying that I'm here, free as the wind, fountain of extraordinary knowledge, splendidly corrupt and eager to be of profitable service.
Where would he find you?
That wouldn't be difficult.
Never heard of him.
If you'll excuse me, please. You see, see, Beta and I slightly disagree about a man's privilege to occasionally sell or buy a few little diamonds. Until we meet again.
Good luck. Keep out of the draft.
After you, sir. Don't be so rude. Don't push me.
Bring me another whiskey and soda with it.
Yes, sir.
There's the quality. Hello, Michael. You're looking so much better than I saw you last.
It was a long rest.
Oh, forgive me, Mr. Davis, Miss Meadows. She's the niece of one of our stockholders.
How do you do?
Hello.
Miss Meadows has come here to see for herself the irresistible glamour of Africa.
And the men who live in it.
Really?
Well, Mr. Martingale, I thought you told me I'd find this place quite dull. If I like young, rude Americans, I should be devoted to Diamantstad for life.
Well, I'm afraid Michael's a little jaundiced about the ladies. It's very common amongst professional hunters and guides. I suppose as hunters, they feel that they ought to do the hunting.
A hunter? Well, then perhaps.
Retired.
And so young.
No, he's not retired, my dear. He's just entering the diamond business.
He's working for you?
I'm working for me.
Michael, may I say something quickly? I regard this incident of 2 years ago as ancient history. I hold nothing against you. I regret what happened, and I'm willing to see that you get your license back if you will tell us where the diamonds are.
Martingale, I'm dead from Cape Town to the Belgian coast. I'm an undesirable, a clinker. I can't get a job, and I can't get a passport to go anywhere else. And you are the one man who can help me to get my license. That's why I came back here. But now you're a little too late. Yesterday might have been different.
Vogel,
I didn't like what that smiling sadist did to me at the dock, or what he did to a friend of mine.
I'm sorry to hear this, Michael, but what can I do?
Not a thing, Martingale. Not a thing. After the reception Vogel gave me, I'd forgotten where the diamonds are.
Heaven.
Cheers.
You'll have to do better, my dear. Come along.
Hello, Colonel.
Your Mr. Davis hates Vogel, and Vogel hates him.
And the one thing Vogel treasures more than his house, and you must see his house, my dear, is the hope of someday beating Mike Davis to death.
You know, I find the commandant most charming, and I intend to spend a good part of the evening with him. So, why don't you invite him to our table?
Davis is your business.
Diamonds are yours, but men are mine. Tell me, have you ever gone fishing?
Hmm?
What did you use for bait?
Small mackerel.
A fish. So, if you were going to catch a man, what would you use for bait?
Well, my fondest hope was that you'd find the diamonds. But this set each of them against the other. The memory of it will warm me in my old age. Oh, hello, Paul. Would you like to join us?
You like it? Come. Mr. Renault, I hope you enjoy Diamantstad.
Even more than I expected.
Do sit down, Paul.
Why, thank you. Would you like to have some champagne with me? Very nice. Perfectly cool. Coolest desert night. But Mr. Renault, you must allow me to show you the desert at night sometimes. It's more beautiful here than anywhere else in the world. And I'd like you to see my house. I think it'll please you.
We must do that sometime.
Do that which Diamantstad never had before.
And now if you'll excuse me.
Why must we wait, Martingale?
Michael,
Yes.
how else can you lead us to the diamonds?
Do you allow me to persuade?
Now, Paul, you had your way once when you failed. Have you forgotten?
No, I haven't forgotten. Because of the report of my failure, there's someone sending my hair to get a district of my
Oh,
own.
my dear Paul, must we always talk shop? By the way, Paul, when are you going to apply for the Purchase Club in Cape Town again?
They will be absent from a voting on membership.
This is a very dangerous thing to do, Mr. Davis. You are tense.
Cautious.
I thought you might want company.
I'm used to being alone.
Oh, yes, that's right. A hunter.
You're a stockholder's niece.
One cannot be too particular when one is in need of employment.
Well, sometimes the profession makes demands that I don't care to fulfill.
Don't you think that depends on the employer?
Yes. Look, I'm not for hire.
You are tense, Mr. Davis. A man with tense makes mistakes.
You're too worried, Miss Reno.
You need a friend.
Just where do you fit into that?
I could be a friend. I like courage. What do you like, Mr. Davis?
Honesty. Game open?
Yes. What's that smell as though I know?
Please, please.
Go away, pig.
Get out.
Vogel, I got a little business here at the poker table. You know, all I need to make you sorry I ever came back is a little dough. I might even play with you.
Play you for a miserable 10 shillings? It wouldn't be worth my while.
Perhaps you'll allow me to remedy that.
Stakes are £500.
Shall we say 750?
Shall we say 750?
Cards.
Cut the deal.
I open. 15.
I'll raise you 50. Cards?
3.
I'll stand pat.
Check.
Let's make it 100, Vogel. Got to show your openness, didn't you? You should have stayed. You'd have beaten me.
You wouldn't be butting us, ladies.
What did you pay to find out?
Straight.
How high?
9.
Too bad. Jack.
500 more. And a new deck of cards. How many, Mr. Davis?
1.
I take 1, too. Check.
All I got. Beat my flush.
With pleasure. Full house. Aces. Pleasure, Cornelio. Yes.
The victor.
Thank you. Let's celebrate. Come. Some more champagne.
Oh, please, I do not really want champagne. Not here.
Well, I suggest I know what to suggest. This is the only decent place.
I thought perhaps you would like to show me your house.
Mademoiselle?
Commandant, your money.
Don't take it too hard. Maybe you haven't lost as much as you think.
be a place like it for 100 now.
1,000. It's all been assembled with great care. There's only one thing I wanted that I've been waiting for a long time. Because of the perfections.
Nothing of value is gained either. How beautiful.
Isn't it? It needs a woman of your taste to appreciate its magnificent beauty. Here, look. Sandra, 1782.
1782.
There are only two others like it in the whole world. No, the perfection of the enameling.
How lovely.
I had to wait for it for 7 years. My representative in Paris was a fool and let himself be outbid by a Frenchman.
But you were stubborn.
Yes, I waited. Finally, in 39, I learned through a contact at an French hotel that the sister of the owner was seized in Germany. It would take all his money and more to get the old lady out. So, I made my bid.
And you had to accept.
It was a bargain.
I never saw such a collection.
All my life, I believed that if you were willing to take the time and energy, you could have anything you desired. All my life, I've sought perfection.
Everything's perfect.
Now it is perfect.
Pardon the interruption, but I thought the lights were still on. Vogel, I'm a coward. Hit me and I'll drop this. You're wasting your time. Pick a card, any card.
Mademoiselle Renaud, would you mind waiting in the other room?
No, let us stay. She wants to see the irresistible glamour of Africa, and particularly the men who live in it.
What do you want?
Vogel, a gentleman, never marks aces with his finger.
How dare you suggest anything of the sort?
I don't suppose I could prove this to a jury, but I think Martingale would listen, and he'd be disappointed in you. Besides, it happens to be his money.
Money won't do you any good.
I know just the spot where it would. So come on, Vogel, quick, 2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds. Please. You've got me at your mercy, haven't you?
That's right. The keys to your car. I sent my chauffeur home. Come on, Red Riding Hood. Time to leave Grandma's.
My boss!
I don't like the way you've got it. So I'm thinking. Should play with these things. Move over.
I'm cold. I'm cold.
Listen, Miss Renaud. Maybe in your parish you got stop-and-go signals on the street corners. Maybe you're used to playing with traffic cops. But Vogel's no traffic cop. There are no stop-and-go signals here. They haven't even put the roads in yet.
Maybe that's why I thought you were the cavalry. And not a minute late.
What?
I mean, thank you for the rescue.
I didn't come after you. You just happened to be there.
That's all?
That's all.
I, too, like honesty, Mr. Davis. When did you get that car?
You wouldn't be interested.
What do I have to do to prove that I want to be your friend? I'm being honest with you.
It happened 2 years ago. When I asked myself how long ago that was. It adds up to a century. I was a desert hunter and guide. I liked being what I was. Problem is a thing you sell, not something you... Not something you live with while it slowly chokes you to death. I'd taken this fool Ingram 2 days east of the main park, lion hunting in the scrub country. We had no luck. Somehow the fate seemed more my fault, because I never really liked him. We better turn back in the morning. Pretty close to the prohibited area, and those boys are kind of touchy.
It wouldn't be bad to do this and come up with a handful of diamonds.
Or a bullet in your back.
From what you tell me, a man could slip into the area, and with any luck.
You can lie down and pinch yourself, because you're already asleep. But when I awoke, I found he'd already decided to try his luck. He'd taken the better of the 2 horses. And the hoofprints headed straight to the prohibited area. He was traveling fast for a man who didn't know the desert country. Too fast for his horse. By this time, I knew my own animal wouldn't be good for much longer. And I was feeling the heat in the distance myself. But sometimes an act that begins in stupidity has to go on, mile by mile, until it reaches its logical end. Spoke constantly. There were traces at the bottom of a giant river that flowed 1,000 centuries ago. I knew the end couldn't be far away. It wasn't. There he lay, hugging the earth as if it would save him. And there it was that I first saw him. 1,000,000 to 1 shot, and Ingram hit the jackpot. A bushel of Del pebbles that didn't even glisten in the sun, but worth enough to buy the souls of 1,000 men. Still, I didn't take them. Don't ask me why. There are lots of reasons why a man won't take what isn't his. Asked me how long I walked, the answer could be 5 hours, 2 days. Time was a circle that had no end. And though the sun smashed into my brain the message that I'd never be able to make it back, still I had to keep going. Maybe it would have been better if Vogel never found us. At least it would have been simpler. One of the things I hate Vogel for is finding us still alive. They took us back to Diamantstad, and in the last minutes before he died, Ingram must have babbled of what they found in his fist. But he didn't live long enough to tell them where he found it. The commandant had to know when I'm hurt. But Martingale was away. This was his big chance to prove himself a hero. So to soften me up, Vogel and his men went to work on me, their fists and their boots. Well, I was still out of my mind and couldn't tell him even though I would have been willing to. That was his big mistake. Well, that's it. A beating like that does something to you. When I came around, I wouldn't have told them my name. I didn't feel any different then. I don't feel any different now.
Except now you want the diamonds.
Let's say I want the diamonds. Shall we go?
Mike, it's impossible. You could never get away with it. Please, leave this place.
Thought I made it clear to you. I'm staying.
How long do you think Martingale will hold Vogel back?
Until he's sure there's no chance of my leading him to the diamonds.
Exactly. Please listen to me. It's over now. You are still alive. Be satisfied.
It's not enough just to be alive. Sleep to move. When they beat me for something I didn't do, it hurt in a way blows never did before. The pain won't leave until I get what I already paid for.
When will you learn that you cannot get along that way?
You know of another way?
Maybe I don't, because I've been lucky. But maybe you're not the only one who has been hurt by life.
Of course I'm not. But you've got to fight back.
For a time. And then you realize it does no good. So you shrug your shoulders and say, if that's the way of the world, I shall live that.
I'd rather be dead.
You will be.
Because those people are dead inside anyway. Sick or rotten or dead.
Please do what Mr. Martingale asked you to do.
Just don't understand. Come on, let's go. I got things to do.
Mr. Martingale is busy.
Oh, wait.
Hello, Michael. Sorry, I didn't hear you knock.
The door was open.
I was considering splitting up this diamond, the starlight one. Care to give me your opinion about it?
Out of my class.
Like this letter?
She's still the stockholder's niece.
Dear me, I thought you felt differently. You can see her at the party I'm giving tonight.
I wasn't invited.
You're invited.
Sorry, other business.
Michael, you were lucky yesterday and you didn't know it.
You were lucky yesterday. You didn't know it. Thanks.
Oscar, this makes it 5 for tonight.
Right, was buzzed. Good evening, Thompson.
Good evening. Give me a double.
Take it easy, fella. You got all night.
Go on duty in 2 hours.
I wouldn't drink so much.
You ever spent 8 hours in a half track?
Not yet.
And you've never had your eyes fall out, or your throat close up, or your guts turn inside out from gas fumes, sand, and heat.
What's your squirrel case? Why'd you pick it?
I ran a tank during the war.
I went to bed with a 75mm for 3 years, but now I sleep alone.
Know of a job that pays better?
Oscar.
Yes?
What do I owe you?
3 drinks. That's the smallest you've got?
Afraid so.
Sorry, I can change that.
I'll get something smaller.
Thanks. Let's find some place where I can break this to pay you back.
Shall we go outside?
Why, of course.
How long have you been here, Doctor?
Well, let me see. I've been here about...
I'll look at the window. May I have a few minutes with you?
I'm sorry, but I'm busy.
Please, it's important.
Oh, very well. I'll have to send you the later, Doctor. Well,
I asked you out here to explain about last night.
it seemed quite clear to me.
Not auxiliary, no.
I'm afraid I have a bit of a headache about this sort of thing.
There was no such thing intended.
Sorry, I misunderstood. Now, shall we go inside?
Please. Suzanne, why do you think I wanted you to see my home last night? Why do you think I asked you to come
afraid the answer is no.
Why? Because of my manners?
They have been perfect.
Well, isn't my house as fine as those you're used to?
Far better.
What is it then?
But it's just that I'm not attracted to you.
What's wrong with me?
Let me go.
Answer me.
Mark Davis was right. You are a pig.
Your friend Davis won't get the chance to teach you any new names to call me. Commandant Vogel.
What? Not swarming with seriousness?
Just Vogel.
Yes.
He proposed.
Seriously? Wonderful. And you rejected him, of course. Wonderful. You know, you may be in line for the bonus.
I don't like what's happening here. I'm quitting.
It's sentimental, my dear, but you cannot quit.
Why?
Because if you quit, I shall be obliged to let Vogel have his way with Michael.
It's a little late for that. He's already after him.
Thompson, I hear you made a new friend. If I did, I was off duty. When you work for me, Thompson, you're never off duty. What did you and Mike Davis talk about? We just had a drink. Just a drink, eh? Gentlemen, how are your powers of persuasion tonight?
All right. All right.
Well?
10 o'clock. I leave for night patrol. 10:05, he attacks me just outside the town. Knocks me out. Takes the half track. Makes a run for it through the barricade.
You left the door open, John.
Mike, don't do it tonight. Don't try tonight. Listen to me, you crazy conceited donkey. They're waiting for you. They know.
You know what?
I don't know, I'm not sure. But someone came to see Vogel at the party.
Who?
I don't know. But they went away together. And Vogel seemed to know you were planning something.
He said what?
He said you wouldn't be around much longer. Michael, if you ever believed anybody in your life, please, believe me. What's going to happen when someone unties the knot that holds you together?
Maybe you'll be around to pick up the pieces. Come on, John, let's get that stuff out the back window.
Mike, don't try it. Be with me on the plane. I'm leaving here tomorrow.
Ask me tomorrow. John? How do you feel?
Okay. Get in. Get in.
Not tonight. We'll make it another night.
It's got to be tonight. But wait, I may not be able to set it up again.
I don't like the shape of the move. Keep the money I gave you as a retainer. I'll look you up when I'm ready.
Let's go.
What happened?
I'll tell you later. All right, Paul, you keep me informed.
You must stop the commander.
A man like Vogel can be restrained only so long. Now he has some justification on his side.
Where are your diamonds now, Mr. Martingale? What will this accomplish? Nothing! Except to prove that Michael is crazy and that 10 men are stronger than one. Mr. Martingale, please stop Vogel just for tonight and in the morning I will tell you where the diamonds are.
What makes you think you can find out now, having failed?
I knew he was going into a trap. I told him so. He thought I was lying. He knows now that I wasn't. Believe me, he will tell me now.
How do I know I can trust you? question. I can't compete with love. Why will I never learn? The most dangerous thing about completely unmoral women is their tremendous, unused, and unpredictable reserve of honest feeling.
Stop it! Now, Mr. Davis, will you tell us where the diamonds are? No? Well, we have time, Mr. Davis. We have time. Are you comfortable?
Commandant.
Yes, Mr. Martingale was here, sir.
I'm sorry I have to leave you, Davis.
Keep an eye on my blue jacket. I'll be back. Try this one for Mr. Davis. Mr. Martingale?
I want Mr. Davis released, Paul.
I caught Davis attempting to enter the prohibited area with sufficient equipment.
So you told me on the telephone. I want him released.
He will be released when I'm finished with him.
I want him released.
If you don't stop your constant interference, I will take the whole story to your directors.
If he's not released in 5 minutes, I'll have a story of my own to tell. In every club in South Africa. The story of how a Cape Town trollop made such a complete and utter fool of our poor Vogel that he proposed to her and was rejected. A French tramp who looked like a lady. He has a delightful accent, don't you think?
It's a lie. I would have known.
And Davis virtually told you, don't you remember? He spotted her right off. As a man with a really good eye for antiques, I'm rather surprised you were so fooled. I'll stop this. We're going to see Mademoiselle Renaud now. She's waiting in our office. Oh, incidentally, they're in love.
Mademoiselle Renaud. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Hi, Davis.
He's not here.
I know you have him.
You want to know what is happening to him?
It won't do you any good. He'll never tell you where the diamonds are.
Why not? He'll never get there himself.
Come on up, Vogel.
Mademoiselle Renaud?
I can make him tell me what you want to find out. We'll go away from here and never come back.
Are you suggesting that where I may fail, a cheap Cape Town trollop could succeed?
I beg you to let him go.
You should have him. When I'm through with him, you should have him in the morning.
Let me have him now.
Why should I?
Because if you don't, I will tell everyone about your proposal. It might be embarrassing.
Are you bargaining with me, a pig?
Yes. I am bargaining with you. Pig to pig.
Release my Davis. Yes, sir.
Here to pick up the pieces.
What they've done to you. Mike, tell them what they want to know and let's leave here.
Why did they let me go?
I love you, Michael.
Why did they let me go?
Because they knew it was no use. They knew you would never tell them.
What if they knew I'd never tell them? Never quit? Then why?
Darling, I'm clean up. No. You wouldn't quit.
I wake up dead every day. Still, I'd crawl out of the grave to get what I came at.
Let me do it. I can get through with a man from Martingale. I'll pretend to take John as a guide. He knows it isn't.
I'd be a fool if they ever caught you.
Who if they kill you? My life stops. Now sleep, darling. The doctor will be back tonight.
pretty good shape. For once, Vogel failed to shoot powerful, of course.
I wonder why. By now, according to the rules, I should be floating in the bay.
Maybe he was horrified at the sight of blood.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask Miss Renault why they didn't dispose of you?
I already asked her.
And she didn't know a thing?
What are you getting at?
Nothing.
This place is really making you sick. She's actually trying to help me.
How?
By getting the diamonds for me.
Now you can figure why they let you go. Last night, the girl came and told me to put you back together again, so she must know why you were released, and so do I. They want the diamonds, and they knew you'd never tell them. But a woman like her, that's something else again.
Ah, you drunken... Doc.
Yes?
How am I?
How are you? Or how are you if anyone asks me?
How am I a Vogel asks?
Concussion of the brain. You won't be up for some time.
Thanks. Suzanne. Keep heading north about 3 miles. You'll come to a low spot. Just a dried up spring, a couple of bits of brush, nothing more. Then go directly west, 50 yards. There it is. After that, head for Angola. I'll meet you. You'll be safe there. The border stops. The rest I'll tell the John.
They might search him.
You're right. Sure you can do it?
This is the best way, Mike.
Better get back to your room. Be careful. Don't leave that lying around anywhere.
John, I'll see you in an hour.
Bye, John. Good luck.
That's all. Forgive me for not rising.
When you find what you want, I hope you will tell him why I did this.
Delighted to, in detail. I'm on the half-track and supplies in upper 500 miles, immediately. Yes, sir. You're leaving?
The plane tomorrow for Cape Town.
I'd rather you stay. No need to endure the quarters of the hotel. I offer you the comforts of this apartment for the time I'll be gone. If on my return I have the evidence to demonstrate to Mr. Martingale how a job really should be done, I shall express my appreciation properly. Perhaps even by inviting you out again. What a while was there. Take good care of her. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Drunken fool. Come on, Doc, get up. Get up.
Never trust a woman, Vogel. They're too unstable. Good shot, Vogel. Drag his body back to the hefter.
You won't get far. Even if you crash through the gates, they'll be after you.
Drag. you're clear with the patrol. When do you return?
I don't know. Very good, sir.
Vogel, we're 20 miles from nowhere. I want you to have a little talk with your headquarters, so I won't be bothered with this thing tonight. Think up a speech quick and then turn it on and say it. Be sure and say the right things.
This is Vogel speaking. I'm reporting the reconnaissance. Clear all patrols from the northwest area. I won't be in further contact.
Now get out.
No.
Get out. Well, that's the first time anybody shoved you around without you getting back. So why break a precedent? Make me not to recollect before I leave you. Make... Play with me! Play with me, I tell you! Play with me! No, you don't. Come! Hello, headquarters. 10.5 track, northeast area 2060 immediately. That's right.
Then why did you investigate?
But you ordered all patrols out, sir.
What do I care what I ordered? After that length of time, you should have investigated.
They are ready, sir.
Bring them in. Are you pleased, both of you?
with seriously underestimating your patient's powers of recuperation for criminal reasons, thus allowing him to escape. What have you got to say? Under the circumstances, a man of normal strength, you, for example, Commandant, would have been in bed for at least a week. I based my prognosis on that. But apparently, as sometimes happens, the patient was a man of considerable more than normal strength. You!
Commandant!
And you will be charged with criminal treason, sending me into a trap with a counterfeit map. You won't bother to deny it, will you, mademoiselle?
No, I will not deny it. I was helping him, but apparently not in the way I thought.
Get out, come on, get out.
Let him alone. Dead! He's dead!
Yes. And you killed him.
That's not true.
I will keep the death weapon as evidence. Send in a guard.
No! No!
Take her.
No!
Suzanne Renault is under arrest for the murder of Dr. Hunter. I will stand and report to the Union Police.
No!
In Angola is now 2:40 in the morning. The same must close. No more drinks.
I want a drink.
But the law says.
I want a drink.
But the law says.
It's very fortunate you cannot smash a diamond that easily. May I join you?
No.
Thank you, sir. Oh, how quickly our little triumphs tarnish, how quickly a conquest turns heavier, how lovely in our arms.
Nobody ever did me.
Do you remember this little story I once told you about this guy? Well, there's another chapter to it now. Think it would interest you? I thought it would. He made it into the prohibited area of the outing with the diamonds. Glorious dash, glorious. And now he has vanished into thin air. Who knows? Perhaps he's here in Angola. In fact, certain information I have leads me to believe he is, because he still faces certain obstacles. Like finding an unscrupulous person to polish the diamonds and disposing of them. But in all these things, if I can only locate the man, I could help him. I could even help him to arrange for a shipment of the diamonds in small lots to various countries, which is what I would suggest.
Go away.
Yes, as I foresaw, he left great disaster in his trail. I think I've said it before, there's nothing but suffering from contact with this hardest of all matter. Glass, steel, human soul. As for the death of poor Dr. Hunter, he drank a little too much anyway, but I feel really sorry for Mademoiselle Renault. I just can't believe she killed him. There's no one who can prove differently. Oh, little girl, so beautiful, she died.
Senores!
Mr. Davis, try and remember now that you're a rich man. This violence is no longer necessary.
Tell me the truth.
I'm only reporting an incident.
Tell me the truth.
If you let me get in my inside pocket, there's a clipping. It'll verify everything.
Read it. Mademoiselle Alexandre Vigneault, known also as Suzanne Renault, who is being held for the murder of Dr. Francis Kittredge Hunter at Diamantstad.
Where did you ever learn how to read? This is what it says. It says a French tramp tried to cross up my decks. Then got herself. Nobody ever did me any favors. No one.
Well, I think as long as you're determined to sacrifice this great fortune and go back to Diamantstad and help the girl, I think I know a man who can arrange for us to make this trip quietly. Of course, I'll need some money. Better get you some strong coffee.
That you got by on charm. I know you did homework.
I thought I felt a draft. Close that, will you, please? Michael, I can save considerable time, I think, by telling you immediately that I can never accept your proposition.
You haven't heard my proposition yet.
You have your diamonds. Now you want your girl. Why else would you risk coming back? I cannot do it.
It's even better than that. And even trade. The diamonds for the girl.
You're really in love with her, aren't you?
After what she did, I got her into this and I have to get her out, that's all.
I never know what to think anymore. I'm being constantly disillusioned. Has money completely lost its power? Is everyone motivated now by love? The diamonds for the girl, really, my dear Michael, she's not worth it. On the streets of Cape
Stick to the point. Yes or no?
It appeals to me, yes. It would make a hero of me in the eyes of the company. It would distress Vogel. No, Michael. I'm afraid I cannot back the law. Our directors have very definite ideas on that matter. Look,
Let me back the law. You stay charming.
whenever you have the diamonds, you wouldn't have them here, of course. I would be trusting you to produce them.
One thing at a time.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
Put a piece of paper in that typewriter. And get Vogel here.
That would be very amusing.
Come in, Paul. Well, what is it? Forgive me, Paul, for getting you out at this late hour, but
It's time to resolve this curious situation in which we find ourselves.
Couldn't have said waiting till the morning.
No, I'm afraid not. Now, we're both responsible for the loss of the diamonds, aren't we? So, even despising each other as we do, we're obliged to protect each other to protect ourselves. That's all.
I've protected myself this time.
Could you sign this, please?
What is it?
I'll read it for you. Mademoiselle Suzanne Renault, known by one of her aliases, etc., etc. Mademoiselle Suzanne Renault is innocent of the murder of Dr. Francis Kittredge Hunter. She will be released immediately. Signed, Paul Vogel, commandant. Witnessed, Fred Martingale. Only our signatures are lacking.
This is intended as some sort of joke. The humor escapes me. Let me explain it to you.
Davis and Martingale. I see.
Well, personally, I decided to relax. You can see that our friend is somewhat overwrought.
He was here when you phoned me.
Forgive my lack of courage, but there was a gun at my head.
Sign that paper, Vogel. Martingale, you witness it.
Speaking for myself, I have an enormous antipathy to dying.
Sign it.
What if we do sign?
We take our chances on getting out, and you take your chances I send in the diamonds. You'll give us a pass, of course.
I won't. She'll hang.
Sign it.
That's done. But you won't get far, I swear it. Wherever you go, I'll be waiting for you and the girl.
You'll be waiting for us where? It says there above your signature that Mademoiselle Renault did not kill Dr. Hunter. Then who did, Vogel? Who did? Who else but you was in the room when he was killed? You just signed a confession of murder.
I could prove before any court that I signed this with a gun at my throat.
But if you died now,
Martingale is a witness.
I wonder if you care to testify for you. Breathe. No grave would have you.
Cigar, Paul?
Mike!
I'm so sorry, Paul.
You gave me the gun. Too late. You double-tongued swine.
Oh, by the way, Paul, there's something I neglected to tell you, something I think you might like to know. The report that deprived you of a district of your own. Someone else must have sent it. I didn't. Do you hear me, Paul? Oh.
You thought I'd be killed.
I had faith that his first shot would be a little wild.
Call you, please. Go ahead.
Well, now, let me see. Gentlemen of the jury, I cornered the late Commandant Vogel into admitting the murder of Dr. Hunter. He signed a confession. Then he requested the courtesy of a gun and a few moments alone with it. For a gentleman, I could do no less. I gave him the gun. Then unexpectedly, he attempted to seize the confession and escape. Fortunately, I had provided myself with another gun. I'd always suspected he wasn't a gentleman, actually.
Why?
I don't know, really. Except that perhaps I'm a little more sentimental than I thought. Oh, very well, then. Vogel and I have been forced to trust each other. That was no good.
Suppose he killed me.
I took that gamble. of my life. You know, in his way, he was quite a remarkable fellow. Nasty, but remarkable.
Mr. Martingale told me the original plan was to run away together.
Why has it changed?
Yes, but you were willing to.
I got you into something, I got you out. That instant.
Does it really, Mike?
After what you did?
Hello there. I forgot you're going away for it.
No, thanks.
They're some of yours. Keep them for luck.
John. Tony.
Mike, don't you love me?
If you ever tried to get away from me, I'd follow you till I wore the earth. Is that what you want to hear?
Yes, darling, that's what I want to hear.
Goodbye. Good hunting.
Amazing thing.